Good morning, my good friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my live stream. It is February 6th already, 9:15 in the AM Pacific Standard Time. Coming to you from Buena Park, California. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andrei Lefebvre. I'm a commercial fleet manager at Buena Park Nissan. We're located where I-5 and 91 intersects, right on the border with the LA County. Anyways, I got a full live stream for us today, so please repost, like. I'd like to grow my audience. I have a story for you, a car salesman story for you that was told to me by a very nice salesperson yesterday. But before that, I want to tell you today is a great time to get a new Nissan ride. The stock market is up. I woke up to it. Those some investments that I have, I looked at it, and they were going through the roof. And I got onto the Investors Business Daily, and the headline is Dow Jones sets record high on China news. Five big earnings movers include Twitter as Tesla falls again. Don't understand the stock market completely. I'm not sure everybody does. Have my suspicions how those our elites move their money. I guess I'm an anarchist at heart, so I really don't trust that. Whether China's moving it or the fact that the Senate trial is over yesterday, I don't know, and much brainier people than I don't know either. But the fact is that our economy is moving again, and you know what? I sold a car, or my wife bought a car from me, or our family acquired a new car last week because her old car, she didn't like it anymore. She didn't. It was 6 years old and was out of warranty, and it was time for her to buy a new car. And God bless my wife. I just bring a car home, and she loves it as long as it's red. My wife loves red color, and she's not very picky about the model. Since I've been with Nissan for the last almost 20 years, um, that's what we all drive. We drive Nissan. The way I figured, if I work for a Nissan, I better drive a Nissan. But it's kind of ridiculous. When I sell a Nissan, when I present it to my customers, my ass better believe that this is a product that I know about. I think in our family we have four Nissans. Four Nissans. Anyways, Charlie, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the live stream. But anyway, this story, and let me go up here. This is my website, nissanfleet.us, nissanfleet.us. You can take a look. But anyway, here's the story. Uh, my management authorized a good deal on on an Altima, and you see that behind me, nice orange Altima parked on the beach somewhere in California. So real late in the afternoon yesterday, early evening, um, a salesperson that I've known for many years came to my office, and we chatted about this and that. And this salesperson was a little distraught because it took quite a while to sell. It's a lady salesperson to sell her a car, and she tends to be a little bit pessimistic about stuff. And I know she was exhausted because even though she made a sale, this customer took the last breath out of her. Was on her last nerve. Came in as one of those internet referrals from super discount lead providers that offer their customers prices that are so ridiculously low. It's not funny. And this customer didn't want to buy a car when the customer came in. Just didn't want to buy a car. They were just pricing this, pricing that. Wanted to go to Honda. Want to go to Toyota. Uh, she was able to she was able to test drive this person in four different models. She spent enormous many hours with her. Uh, Finally, the person liked the Ultima, so she spent several hours negotiating the deal. So it made sense for the customer and made sense for the dealership. And when she was just about to deliver a car, when all the paperwork was signed, all the temporary license plates were on the car, the customer didn't like the way the leather looked in that Ultima SR. So, it's time that many people would have given up, but this person did not give up. This salesperson did not give up. She very patiently walked around the lot and showed the same models the way the leather was upholstered on other new Altimas. And she was able to convince the customer to take the vehicle, and the dealership put our best step forward. We're going to replace both front seats because she picked the front seat out of one other vehicle and a passenger seat out of another, which you can just simply exchange it. All the cost is labor. But this is to me, and of course she was upset about it because it was a time, and I don't think the customer was very nice. And sometimes that happens, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. The old adage, customer is always right, even though at the core it may not be true. In practice, it's always true. In practice, we have to act because the customer is always right. Without our customers, we have no paycheck. So the point being, the sale was made. The customer was ecstatic because the salesperson and the dealership went out of their way to sell the car. And we talked a little bit with this the salesperson, and to me, she was a hero. She was an absolute hero. Even though at the time she was exhausted, she didn't think so. But to me, this is the essence of customer service and sales is all about. I am sure all of us are picky about stuff that we buy, and nobody wants to be dismissed or slighted. This is how I would love to be treated myself. I'm not an easy customer when I buy other stuff. And I have walked out of the furniture store because I felt that the salespeople were less than, how shall I put it, polite when I wanted something extraordinary. I got into this business in the 80s. And I guess there was a certain euphoria associated with car business. There are many bad things too. Good old days were not that good if you really think about it. But one thing, there was excitement about selling cars. There was some pride about being able to negotiate a deal. Sometimes change the customer's mind. Many times the customers came in and they wanted to buy something different from what they ended up actually driving out and being happy about it. The good old adage that a good salesman can send his customer, her customer, to hell and convince the customer to look forward to the trip. And it's kind of a crude remark, kind of cynical, but this is what the business is all about: the power of persuasion. We can't force anybody to buy anything, but good Lord surely gave us the brains and the mouth and ability to control both, to convince our customers, our management, everybody else. This particular situation, this particular deal is good for all parties. Now, let me switch gears just a little bit. Not quite. Let's talk about Altimas again. This is the one behind me. I have advertised in a broker special. And I worked it out with my management because the price is so ridiculously low. It's actually a pretty good loss for the dealership, but we need the numbers. So if we are going to look at an Altima 2.5S with MSRP of $25,410, 36-month lease, 12,000 miles, we can before tax, before California sales tax, the payment comes out to 181 and 88 cents. If you are your customer is in LA County with tax, the payment is 199 and 16 cents. The total cash out of pocket is $4,200. Now for the brokers, there is $1,000 broker fee baked in. And this is a special for the brokers only. Now, for the credit union brokers, the deal is real simple. For a limited time, it's dealer invoice cost minus $2,000, and there is a $1,500 rebate for people who live in Southern California. This is just that simple, and of course the brokers can mark up their. You guys can mark. You know how to make money. I hate teaching people stuff, but this is a special. Again, 181.88 a month on a 36-month lease on a brand new 2020 Altima 2.5S. And if your customer is in LA County, the payment comes out to 199.15. It could come out a little higher if they live in Glendale or some other municipalities that have a little bit of extra sales tax. In Orange County and other lower tax counties, of course, the payment will be lower. This is pretty much it. I urge you to visit my website. It is nissanfleet.us, and you can see behind me. I do put out specials on it. There is a way to contact me if you wish, and let me show you how. Just a second here. If you go up to the bottom here, you can see a nice picture of myself right back there. My phone number, my email address, etc., etc. Anyways, need to get back to work to make some money. Appreciate you joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.